Hi, my name is Randy Paisley. I'm down here in St. Louis with the Sustainable Backyard Network, and I've come down from British Columbia to demonstrate to the fine folks here the Pullerbear tree and weed puller. And basically what we have is a hand tool that enables the user to pull out everything from something as slender as a blade of grass all the way up to a 3-inch stem. Today we're going to do a demonstration of pulling out bush honeysuckle, and we've got some examples of different sizes of bush honeysuckle here, from large 3-inch stems down to slender new saplings. So we're going to give you a demonstration, and we're going to show you how this tool is going to save your back, and it's going to help you control the invasive weeds here in St. Louis. And we send these all over the world, so we have people pulling everything from bush honeysuckle to Scotch broom in British Columbia to different weeds, and even in Switzerland where we just shipped a bunch of tools. So let's get going and we'll show you how this thing works. Okay, this is the bush honeysuckle. It's quite a problem here in St. Louis area and other parts of the Midwest. So these three stems all seem to be part of the same root system. So we're going to go after the middle one, and it's a multiple stem. So we set the Pullerbear. It's on the 3-inch setting. And again, you want to set the jaw, so we step on the jaw and press it right against the ground, so we have a good bite. Then you start pulling back. And you can see once you get the main tap, the jaw will stay clamped on, and as long as you don't release it, you can use the tool to finish the pull, and that way you get the rest of the lateral roots out. And then to release, just turn upside down. So we'll go back. This is sister plant. Again, we'll reset. Drop the jaw around. Step on it. You see there's quite a long lateral root system, but if you can get the main stem out with the root crown, then the plant's not going to regenerate. Wow. And we'll remove the third one in the trio here. Again, it's about 1.5 inches. And set the jaw so it bites in, and when it starts to bite, you get behind the tool. Now you'll see the ground is quite soft here. So what we'll do is we can restand the tree up, and out of the frame here, I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of wood, and you can use the wood temporarily. If you just got one to do, you can just put down a piece of, this is a piece of 2x6. And then you can reset around the root itself. You see it's right here. I can tell you we don't want any bush honeysuckle in British Columbia, because this is nasty. There we go. It was a struggle. We got her out though. Now you can see we just pulled some bush honeysuckle out here, but this ground is, February, it's pretty soft and wet. So in the event you get into some soft ground, you can take a scrap piece of, say, 2x6, and we've pre-drilled the holes in the plate, so you can actually add a platform. Just gonna and when you're adding a platform to it, you don't want to go too far back past the bottom plate, because you'll change the fulcrum. We want the pivot point to remain in this area. So if you're using 2x4, you want to stay about 3/4 of an inch away from the back. But if you're using plywood that won't split, you can get a little closer to the edge. Okay, so now we've added this platform, so we will go to our next victim. Okay, this is a looks like about a 1/2 inch honeysuckle. And if you're using this tool on the full setting, this is on the 3-inch setting, you'll notice that when the pulling starts, you're already in a diagonal position. So with the bush honeysuckle, because they have such an extensive root system, that you'll need more room to complete the pull. So what we want to do is we want to adjust the tool, and you do that by just pulling this pin out. And these hinges are all marked 1, 2, 3. So we want to go back to the 1-inch hinge, which will pull the, you notice it'll pull the, it puts the handle in a forward position. So when the pulling starts, get a little cooperation here from the plant. So we want to put the tool in the 1-inch setting. And you push it through. This is a locking linchpin that comes with it. So you just put it through the hole, snap it into place. Now when you go set around the small saplings, like this one, you're putting the handle in a more competitive position for yourself, because you're going to be able to have a lot more room to pull, because the pulling starts now. So it's way overkill for this size of tool to pull out this small a sapling, but this tool gives you the versatility of going into your area that you're going to pull. You know that you have a tool that's going to pull everything from, you know, this size up to 3 inches. Well, we've been demonstrating the Pullerbear Pro XL 321. It's our largest tool. It's an adjustable version of our original Pullerbear Pro XL. And the advantage of this tool is that you can go out in the field, and regardless of what size stems you have, from a blade of grass all the way up to 3 inches, you know that you're going to have a tool with you that can pull all those sizes comfortably. This is our largest Pullerbear Pro XL 321. This is a medium version. Now it's got 2 settings. We call it the Pullerbear Grip XL 21. So all of our models that have numbers means they're an adjustable version. This one will pull up to 2 1/4 inches down to 0, and its smallest setting is 1 1/4 inch down to 0. So it's not necessary to change the setting all the time, because each setting goes to 0. So regardless of what setting you're on, if you can get the jaw around the stem, it's going to pull it out, roots and all. And you can visit our website if you like. We got a lot of videos there. It's www.pullerbear.com. That's PULLERBEAR.com. Thank you very much.